Studio, and I hope that everyone has already installed it on your system. Right. If you have not installed Android Studio, please do so as quickly as possible. And if you have used Visual Studio Code instead of Android Studio, then this link here will allow you to set up Visual Studio Code, a Flutter project for a Visual Studio Code. Okay, so let me post that in the comment. Not sure what the issue is. Okay. Anyways, I think there is an issue with the link or the chat section. So since that is the case, let me give you this directly. You can go to github.com and search for me. This is the repository which has the code example that I have already prepared in advance, which will help with whatever we are doing today. So whatever coding we are going to do today for Flutter. This is the repository that you can download. So once you open up this Flutter dark mode example from my repository, you can simply search for FenilB on GitHub, and I only have 5 to 6 repositories there, right, which are public. You can open up this repository and then go to code and download the zip. Okay. Once you download the zip, you can extract it, right? And these are the contents for that repository. The main folder that we are going to be concerned with is the lib folder. Okay, so all the code and all the files will be part of this particular folder, which is the lib folder. Okay. Right. This link that I have posted here, this is for Visual Studio Code. Let me post the link for GitHub as well now, since the chat box is available again. Okay, so this is the GitHub link. Sure, I am not able to mark this message as important, but anyways, you can use this particular link to open the GitHub repository and download it. So please do so. And now let me get started with the Android Studio. So once you open up the Android Studio, you can click on New Flutter Project. Okay. Here you can select Flutter once again. The Flutter SDK part, the Flutter SDK where I have installed the Flutter on this computer is here. Okay. So I'll click Next. Then you can give project name here and the project location. So the project name I will give is styling. Okay, so this is the project. The location is inside a folder called Android Studio Projects. Okay. Description hands-on project. Fifth and seventh sem students. Project type is an application. We don't want to create a plugin for Flutter, or we don't want to create simple modules and packages. Right? We want to create an application. Okay. Here we can say com.devstar.styling. Right. You can give any name here, any random name that you want to give. Let me give you simply styling. Okay. Usually this should be unique, right? So in the entire world, okay, so that it does not clash with any other package names. So this is the name of the package, okay, that your application will be part of. Then for Android, I want to use Kotlin, and for iOS, I want to use Swift. Right? I don't want to use Java and Objective-C. The platforms for which I want to create this Flutter application are Android and iOS. I don't want to select web. Okay. And I want to create this project offline. I'll click on finish. The module name is invalid. So let me go here, more settings, and change the module name to all small. Okay. Right. Now I'll click on finish, and it's creating the Flutter project. Right. So our Flutter project is created. Okay. I'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Till then, you can create your own Flutter project. Just follow the steps that I have followed till now. And if you have any questions, just post your question in the chat. Let me wait for a few minutes. To start Android Studio and create a new Flutter project, those who have completed, please type in the chat that you are done, so that I get an idea that whether you are done or not. How many of you are done with the procedure till now? Jay, please log in. Whoever is, everyone should log in through official ID. Any questions till now? Okay. Since no one is responding, I'll assume that you're done with whatever I have done till now. Okay, so let me close this README file and let me explain the project structure. So these are all the directories within our project. Dart tool idea, Android, iOS. So this Android and iOS directories are specifically if you want to modify your application for these platforms. If you don't do any modification for Android or iOS, then it will simply have the same app without any customization for individual platforms. Okay, the lib folder is where all your code will be. Okay, inside the lib folder we have our main Dart file. So Flutter uses the Dart programming language. Then inside the test folder you have all the testing files. So right now we are ignoring the test folder. We are ignoring all the other folders beside the lib folder. Okay. Then all of this is useless. This pubspec.yaml file, this is an important file. Okay. So till now, the two main files that we have to work with is the main.dart file and this pubspec.yml file. Okay. I'll let you know why these files are important as we go on. So let us understand this main.dart file. Okay. Let me delete all the comments. So this is the default main.dot file, right? आप कोई भी नया Flutter प्रोजेक्ट बनाओगे तो आपको यही फाइल देखेगा सबसे पहले. Okay. So first of all, the main.dot file, it starts with the main function, right? Void main function. And we are importing the material package, which comes built in with the Flutter. Inside that, we are using the run app method, run app, my app. Okay. So my app will start. Everything in Flutter is built on widgets, right? Almost everything in Flutter is a widget. Okay. So this, what we want to do from the main function, we want to run our app and we'll start with the my app widget. So this is the very first widget that is going to be loaded into the mobile phone memory, in the RAM memory. Okay. Whenever you click on the icon for starting an application. Okay. Now this my app is a stateless widget. Okay, there are two types of widgets. One is stateless widget and one is stateful widget. This is the constructor for this my app, right? And this is the build method for my app widget. Okay, so all widgets must have the build method. Okay, all widgets must have the build method, and the build methods take a build context. So this context is nothing but all the variables and all the data that our widget is going to use, the context that the widget is going to use to display something on the screen. And since my app is the at very top widget, what does this widget return? This widget is returning a material app widget. So my app widget is returning a material app widget. So Flutter application structure is like a tree. Okay, it is a widget tree. At the root of the tree, we have the my app widget, right? And below that, so my app is the parent, the child is the material app widget. Okay. So this material app widget has several parameters. So we have the title parameter and the theme parameter. And finally, we have the home parameter. So our material app has the title Flutter demo. Then we have some theme data, which is saying that the primary swatch is blue. Then we are saying that our home page is this my home page. Now this my home page is another widget. As we can see here, this my home page is defined as a stateful widget. Okay, so it is a stateful widget. So the tree is structured like this. At the top you have my app, the child is the material app, whose child is the my home page. Okay, and this my home page has one attribute, which is the counter. This increment counter method belongs to the my home page. So any stateful widget there is. So a stateful widget is defined in two ways. Okay. So first of all, the actual widget will extend the stateful widget, and then you have the state of the widget. So what is the difference between stateful widget and stateless widget? Stateless widget don't change their state. So the build method within a stateless widget is only called once. Okay, that means that the rendering of anything on your screen will only occur once when the widget is built or when the widget is run. But in a stateful widget, this build method is called every time the state of your application changes. Okay, so what do you mean by state of the application? State of the application means something that you want your computer to or you want your mobile phone to remember. Right? मतलब आप अगर login करते हो, then a session would start, right? And you want to stay logged in, right? अगर आप back button दबाओ तो भी log out नहीं होना चाहिए. The mobile phone should remember the state that you are logged in, right? So there are two states: you are logged in or you are not logged in. So depending upon the state of whether you are logged in or not, what is displayed on the screen is changing. Yes. Here, what is happening? You have a counter, right? and then you have a set state method inside your increment counter method. Increment counter is user defined. Set state is defined by us. Okay, so this is user defined, but set state is a method that we are basically overloading. Okay, overriding or overloading, you can say. And whatever happens within this set state, this will change the state of the widget, and therefore every time this function is called set state, the build function is also called. That means after this is done, this will be called. Okay, the build method will be called. So here in this build method, we have something called a scaffold. Okay, I'll run this app now, which is by default. We have not made any changes. Okay, खाली कमेंट्स रिमूव किए हैं, बाकी जो बाय डिफॉल्ट जो एग्जांपल है वही दिखा रहा हूं मैं अभी. ठीक है, सो लेट अस रन दिस. टू रन दिस आई विल यूज an emulator. Okay, which is the Pixel 5. So let me run the emulator. Okay, so now since emulator takes up a lot of RAM memory and Android Studio also takes up a lot of RAM memory, your computer might be slowed down if you use both of these together. Therefore you need to close all the other applications in order to run this properly. Okay, otherwise बहुत ही slow हो जाएगा आपका computer. And if you don't have an emulator, do not worry, connect your actual real mobile phone with your computer. और फिर यहाँ पे डिवाइसेस में आपका अगर फोन सपोज करो कि सैमसंग का कोई फोन है तो यहाँ ड्रॉप डाउन लिस्ट में आपका सैमसंग का फोन दिखाएगा. ठीक है, वो सिलेक्ट कर लेना और बाद में ये रन बटन जो है वो हमारी ऐप को रन करेगा. ठीक है, तो जैसे ही रन पे क्लिक करेंगे तो हमारी ये जो ऐप है ये मेरे यहाँ पे इम्यूलेटर में इंस्टॉल हो जाएगी और रन होगी. अगर आपने आपका फोन कनेक्ट करके रखा है तो आपके रियल फोन में इंस्टॉल होगी ऐप और रन होगी. लेकिन रियल फोन में okay, so if you have connected your real mobile phone to your computer, then you will need to make some settings. तो डेवलपर ऑप्शंस आता है एंड्रॉयड फोन में. ठीक है, आईफोन में तो नहीं हो पाएगा ये चीज. डेवलपर ऑप्शंस आता है. डेवलपर ऑप्शंस आपको आपके फोन के अंदर ऑन करना पड़ेगा. राइट, वो ऑन कैसे करना है दैट इज आउट ऑफ द स्कोप ऑफ दिस वर्कशॉप बिकॉज उसमें बहुत टाइम लग जाता है. So you can follow along as much as possible. Okay, so now I'll run this app. It will start the DevTools. DevTools help us to debug our app. Okay, so it will install on this phone and then it will run. Till then you can do this on your own. Okay, so this installing might take some time. So till then, let me. Okay, it's finished, right? This parameter format not correct is not an issue right now. Okay. Okay. Let me repeat myself once again. My mic was off. Uh, this what you see on the screen is the default Flutter app, right? And this is the scaffold. Okay, that is mentioned here. Okay, so you are returning a scaffold widget. This blue part is the app bar. Okay, and in the body we have a column, a center widget whose child is the column widget, and after that we have a text widget which is saying that you have pushed the button this many times, and then we have the text widget showing the value of the counter, right? And then you have a button which on pressed will call this method increment counter. So this increment counter method will be called as soon as we press this floating action button. So this blue button is the floating action button. So as soon as we push this, you can see that the counter value changes. Okay. Once again, let me push a few more times. Okay. The counter value is changing. So what is happening inside this method? Inside this method, we are setting the state, and inside the setting, inside the set state function, we are saying increment the value of the counter. If, for example, I were to comment out this, so the shortcut for multi-line comment is Control Shift Slash. Okay, select karo, Control Shift Slash karo. So that is the shortcut for commenting multi-line. Okay, and then Flutter is supporting hot reload. Okay, so this is for hot reload. So without restarting the app, we can reload the changes that we made to the app. And this is hot restart. So without installing the app again, we can reflect the changes that we made to our app. Okay, so I'll do hot restart. Okay. So this will restart the application once again. So once again, everything is done. Now if I do this, you can see that nothing is changing because we are not setting the state. Okay, so instead of this, even if I write simply underscore counter plus plus, okay, so without setting the state, I am increasing the counter on pressing this button, but it will, and let me restart once again. Okay, but it will still not do anything even if I click the button. This is because we are not setting the state. Without setting the state, the build method, this method is only called once. In a stateful widget, this is called multiple times whenever we set the state, right? Therefore, we need to set the state. We cannot just simply do counter plus plus. Okay. Once again, let me uncomment this. So to uncomment, once again, Control Shift Slash. Okay. And then if I Control Save, then it will perform a hot reload. So I don't need to restart the app, or I don't need to install the app again. So simply on control save, the app will be hot reloaded. Now if I do plus plus, you can see that the state is changing and what you see on the screen changes. Okay, I hope till now you have understood everything. Yes. Shall I move forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So now what we will do, we'll start with whatever agenda I have written in the email. Okay, so for my home page, I don't want this. Okay, so let me remove this. It will show me an error. So now I am not calling this home page at all. So let me remove this home page entirely. हो गया खत्म. ठीक है. Instead of this, let me use a container widget. Container widget is sort of like a structural widget. Okay, and within that, if I do control space bar, it will show me all these suggestions. What are the suggestions? These are the suggestions that what sort of parameters this container widget is taking. Okay, so I'll choose the child parameter. So for the child widget, for this container widget, I will use a text widget. Okay, for this text widget, this will take a string as a argument. So let me write down dev star styling with Flutter. Okay, and it is showing this because we need to make this constant. Okay, since this is a constant text, it is not a variable, therefore we need to make this widget a constant widget. Similarly for the container widget as well. Okay, it's saying that this container widget is unnecessary. That is because we have not given any other parameters besides the child parameter. Okay, so to give other parameters, you can simply do once again control space. Okay, so for color, let us give colors dot white, or okay, that's it. Two parameters are enough to make this necessary widget. Okay, since we have provided a color. Now let us control save, and you can see that our app has changed. Okay, so we have a white container. Inside that we have DevStar styling with Flutter. Okay, so this does not look good, right? So what we can do is we can create another file. So inside lib folder, you can right click here, new dart file, and we can call this login, or let me write it down in small because that is the convention for the name of the dart files. Login registration. Okay, so login registration is the name of our dart file, and this is what I want as the main screen. Okay, so I want to, for the home, I don't want to do this. Okay, I want to return a login and registration screen. Fine. So since this is a login and registration screen, we need to make this a stateful widget. Okay, so I'll simply write STF. Okay, so STF is for stateful, and if I simply press enter, it will give me a boilerplate code, ready-made code. Okay, and here I can say login screen. All of these errors, if you want to solve these errors, click on an error and you press Alt Enter. So it will show you suggestions on how you can remove this error. Okay, so I want to import the library package material.dat. If I import that, all the errors are now removed. So our login screen is a stateful widget, and it is returning a container by default. Okay, so what we can do is we can cut this container and paste it here. Right, and here for home we can say login screen. will give us a suggestion. Press enter. Okay. So now it has automatically imported the package styling with flutter / login registration .dat, which is this file. So it has automatically imported that as soon as I clicked on the suggestion. We need to make this a constant. Okay. Now if we run our app, it is going to do show the same thing. Okay. Let me reload by control save, and if I hot restart, it will still show the same thing, because हमने खाली कान लेफ्ट हैंड से पकड़ने लेफ्ट हैंड से लेफ्ट कान पकड़ने की वजह से राइट हैंड से लेफ्ट कान पकड़े और कुछ नहीं किया. वी आर डूइंग द सेम थिंग, खाली अलग मेथड से. ठीक है. So till now I hope everything what I have taught is clear. Any questions till now? Please mention in the chat section. Yes, I'm waiting for your questions. If your chat is not loading just like me, you can simply ask the questions out loud. कोई मना नहीं कर रहा है क्वेश्चन पूछने. ठीक है. Okay, anyways, since no one is asking a question, let me continue. Okay, so now what we want to do is we don't want a container, we want actually a scaffold, right? So I can type simply SCAF, it will show me a suggestion, so I'll click on that. Okay, for the scaffold I want an app bar, I want a body, and I want a bottom navigation bar, but I don't want a bottom navigation bar, so let me remove that. Okay. So I only want an app bar and a body. Okay. So for the app bar I can simply say app bar. Once again show me suggestions. So app bar widget for the app bar. For the body I can have a container. Okay. So for the app bar, let us see the suggestions about what the options are. So let us set the title. So the title will take a text widget, and we can simply say styling with styling Flutter. Styling with Flutter, right? Okay, now if we run this, okay, so you can see app bar here of styling with Flutter and a blank body, because in the body we are simply saying a container. Okay, now what do you want? So you can see here the notification bar here is showing, right? And there is a red banner here. In order to remove that, within the material app, we can say something like debug show checked mode banner equals to false. Okay. So, and now if you save this, you can see that the red line here for which was showing that this is a debug is removed. Okay. One more thing we can do is we can put this scaffold. So now if you go to the scaffold and we press Alt Enter, it will show us all these options. So now I want to wrap this widget with another widget. Okay, and the name of the widget is safe area. Okay. So I want to wrap scaffold with safe area, and if I save and run this, now you can see the notification bar clearly. Before it was not wrapped with safe area, so I can remove safe area by once again Alt Enter, remove this widget. Okay, now if I run this, you can see here that the app bar is showing behind the notification bar. We don't want that. Okay, we want scaffold widget to be only shown within a safe area. Okay. So now the app bar is no longer showing behind the notification bar. So this is the safe area, right? कई मोबाइल फोन में यहाँ पे नॉचेस होते हैं, कैमरा होता है, ठीक है? Anything can be here, right? So we don't want to actually show any critical information in this particular area, right? Therefore, we can wrap our main widget within a safe area widget, so that the main widget only starts from this particular area. Okay. So this is one way we can style our app. Now this code is looking very confusing. Okay, so one thing we can do to format this code is we can say Control Alt L. So it will be automatically formatted. Okay, to format automatically better, after a round bracket, so this round bracket represents the scaffold widget. The scaffold is passed to the child argument of the safe area widget. We can see here clearly. Now safe area doesn't only have a single parameter, right? It has other parameters as well. So you can check by control space. So these are all the other parameters for which are part of the safe area. So we can do give those parameters before the child parameter, or we can give them after the child parameter as well. Right. So you can put a comma here and then see the same parameters using control space. I don't want to do any other parameters, but I'll still place this comma here. The reason for placing this comma here is so that is to show the auto formatter that there can be other parameters after this parameter. And now if you do Control Alt L, this will format better. It will even show how many lines it has formatted. So now we can see that this looks very good, right? You can clearly see the scope of each of the widget. App bar is part of scaffold. Scaffold is part of safe area. You can clearly see that. Okay. So let me write down all the shortcuts that I have mentioned till now in the chat section. I don't know why the chat is not loading. Let me leave the meeting and start again. Okay. Okay, now the chat is showing properly. Okay, So auto format control plus alter plus L. So that is auto format. For suggestions, do control plus space. Then let us place this here. And if you do alter enter, it will ask us to remove the error. Right. So error correction suggestion filter plus enter. Okay. Auto reload if, right, so that is control plus S. Right, so these are the many useful shortcuts that you can use for Flutter. Okay. Let me move on. Right, so now that we have our scaffold within a safe area, what I want is two tabs, one tab for login and one tab for registration. So I can put this scaffold and wrap it with the widget once again. I'll say default tab controller. Okay, so it is showing me a suggestion. So let me access this suggestion. It is showing an error. So why is it showing an error? You can hover it and it is showing that add required argument length. Okay, so I want the length 2, one tab for login and one tab for registration. Right? Then what are the other parameters that I can include? There are none. So now I'm stuck, right? So whenever you get stuck, because I don't remember anything by heart, right? So whenever you get stuck, you can simply go to Flutter Dev. Why is it asking me for all this? Okay. Okay. So you can go to Flutter Dev documentation. And here you can search for default tab controller. Right. And it will show you how you can use a tab controller. So you have default tab controller. I have given a length of 3. The child I have given scaffold, right? And in the app bar at the bottom, I need to give a tab bar here, right? So that is what I need to do next. In the app bar, the title is styling with Flutter. So let me show you the emulator once again. The title is styling with Flutter. At the bottom, here is the bottom. At the bottom, I need to give a tab bar. So here I need to give tabs. It is showing an error. So why is it showing an error? The argument type tab can be assigned to a parameter type list widget. So we need a list of widgets. We don't need a tab, right? So what we will do? we'll put this tab in a list. Okay, so one tab and then we have a second tab. Fine. After the second tab, we can put one more comma here. After the list gets over, we can put one more comma here, right? Because besides tabs, you can have other arguments as well. And then we'll do Control Alt L to format this. Let us look at the documentation, right? So they have done the similar thing. They have put 3 tabs, length of 3 within the list. Okay. For the tab itself, I can put a child as a text widget, and I can say login. Add the const modifier. Fine. And I'll copy this and paste this here. And instead of login, I'll have registration. Once again, I'll do Control Alt L. So now we have 2 tabs, login and registration. Okay, let us run this once again. Control save. Okay, so now we can see 2 tabs here, login tab and registration tab. Okay, I want to center this title. So what will I do? After title, I'll once again do control space for suggestions. Center title true. Okay, once again control save. Now the title is centered. Fine. Please do this much. इतना करो. Do this much. I'll start once again after 2 minutes. Okay, now we'll move on. Let me post the link for this. Okay, so this is for tabs. So now what we need to do, we need a view for this, right? And this is once again going to be a list. So for body, instead of container, we will have a tab bar view. Okay. And the children is going to be a list. So there is not only one child, there are multiple child. Okay. And how many child should be there? There should be 2 child because we have 2 tabs. Okay. So the both children will have, let us have a column widget for both the children. Okay. Once again, a comma here and a comma here. Control Alt L. Right. So we have column widgets for the tab bar view. One column this and one column this. Now column and row are 2 types of widgets. They are layout widgets. Okay. So all the other widgets which are under the column widget will be layout in a columnar manner. Okay. All the widgets which are part of the row widget will be layout in the horizontal manner. Okay. So both column and row take multiple children. Right. Will take multiple children. Let us currently have only one child. Let us copy paste this text widget here. So one is login screen and one is registration screen. Let us once again do control save. Okay, so now we have login screen, and if you do next tab, we have registration screen. Okay. We can change the alignment of this login and registration screen text by doing something like main axis alignment. So main axis alignment dot center. Okay, and cross axis alignment. Cross axis alignment. Enter. And let me copy this here. Okay, so when we are talking about a column, main axis is the column vertical axis and cross axis is the horizontal axis. If this was a row widget, then main axis would be horizontal axis and cross axis would be vertical axis. Okay. Once again, let me format this, okay, and run. So now you can see the login screen is in the main axis, in the vertical axis it is in the center, in the horizontal axis it is also on the center. Okay, so this is a tab bar view. Now we don't want just text, right? What we want is a login form, right? So for the text, first of all, we can have simply login. Then we can have a sized box. So a sized box widget is a widget that can be used to put spaces on a screen, right? So we can specify the height and width. So if we keep a height of 50 pixels, then 50 पिक्सल का ब्लैंक स्पेस रह जाएगा, मतलब ये बॉक्स है वो ऑक्यूपाई कर लेगा 50 पिक्सल्स. वो बॉक्स के अंदर हम कुछ नहीं डाल रहे, यहाँ पे हम चाइल्ड नहीं बता रहे ये साइज बॉक्स का कोई भी, so it will be blank. Okay. After that, instead of having 50, let us keep it as 150. Then we can have another text widget, email. We can have another text widget, password. Right. Comma after the widget, so that auto formatter can help us. Okay. After this email, we can have a text form field. So text form field widget. फाइन, इंडिविजुअली कॉन्स्ट मॉडिफायर डालना पड़ा क्योंकि पहले हमने बाहर रख दिया था, सभी चिल्ड्रन कांस्टेंट थे, लेकिन अभी सभी चिल्ड्रन कांस्टेंट नहीं है, ठीक है। फॉर दिस टेक्स्ट फॉर्म फील्ड देयर आर मेनी ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल टू अस, ओके। राइट नाउ आई डोंट वांट टू डू एनीथिंग, ओके। तो एक सिंपल नॉर्मल टेक्स्ट फॉर्म फील्ड डाल दिया, पासवर्ड के बाद भी टेक्स्ट फॉर्म फील्ड डाल दिया, ठीक है। लेट अस सेव एंड रन दिस, okay. So you can see here you have login, email, then form field where you can enter data, okay, and password where you can once again enter data, okay. This is a very basic login form, कुछ भी स्टाइलिंग नहीं किया अभी तक, ठीक है। सेम फॉर, ये पूरा कॉपी कर देते हैं और पेस्ट कर देते हैं, ठीक है। कॉन्स्ट हटा लो, रजिस्ट्रेशन, इसमें ईमेल, पासवर्ड, कंफर्म पासवर्ड, ठीक है। Once again control alt L and save. So now we have login screen and registration screen as well. Okay, so basic ready है, फाइन। अभी जो हमारा लॉगिन है तो उसके अंदर एक बटन भी डालना पड़ेगा, तो विल कीप अ एलिवेटेड, एक पहले साइज बॉक्स डाल देते हैं ताकि कुछ स्पेस रहे बीच में। साइज बॉक्स हाइट लेट अस कीप 50 and let us keep a elevated button. एलिवेटेड बटन के अंदर ऑन प्रेस्ड मेथड हमको डालना पड़ेगा क्योंकि बटन को प्रेस करने के बाद कुछ करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। तो अभी ऑन प्रेस्ड है, वो एक फंक्शन लेगा, तो फंक्शन में पैरामीटर्स हमको कुछ नहीं चाहिए, सो एम्प्टी फंक्शन, वॉइड फंक्शन, और ये करेगा भी नहीं कुछ अभी बटन, इसलिए ब्लैंक ब्रैकेट्स डाल दिए। सो दिस बटन विल डू नथिंग व्हेन प्रेस्ड। अभी देखते हैं एरर क्यों बता रहा है, ओके। रिक्वायर्ड आर्ग्यूमेंट चाइल्ड, तो चाइल्ड में हम क्या डालेंगे, टेक्स्ट, लॉग इन नाउ, so this is our elevated button. Let us have this elevated button in our registration as well, और यहाँ पे register now, control L, save, okay. So now this is our login form and this is our registration form, fine. अभी हम क्या करेंगे कि एक और फाइल बनाएंगे इन आवर लिब, जैसे न्यू डॉट फाइल होम, ठीक है। तो होम डॉट डॉट बन जाएगा, इसको भी हम एक स्टेटफुल बना देंगे और हम बोल देंगे इसको होम स्क्रीन, and we need to import material, so material dot widget is imported, material dot dot, I'm sorry, or instead of container we can return a safe area, child is a scaffold, the body is a text widget which says home. We can wrap this text widget in a column. We can have something like a sized box here, the height of 200, then we can have elevated button, on pressed, child text, change theme. Now, okay. Finally, a comma here. Const. Order L. So our home screen is ready. Let us Control S. Nothing is changed, right? क्योंकि हम होम स्क्रीन पे तो जा नहीं पा रहे कहीं से भी। तो जाने के लिए हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा कि हम जब लॉगिन करेंगे, दैट मीन्स ये वाला बटन जब प्रेस करेंगे तब लॉगिन होना चाहिए। तो यहाँ पे ऑन प्रेस मेथड के अंदर कुछ आना चाहिए, राइट? तो हम क्या करेंगे कि हम बोलेंगे नेविगेटर डॉट पुश नेम्ड। कॉन्टेक्स्ट का कॉन्टेक्स्ट रहने देंगे क्योंकि वो हमारा कॉन्टेक्स्ट है, ठीक है, हमारे ऐप का कॉन्टेक्स्ट है। दैट मीन्स वो हमारे ऐप का सेशन है बेसिकली। और यहाँ पे एक रूट का नाम दे देंगे /home। यहाँ पे एंड में सेमीकोलन आएगा। तो ऑन प्रेस्ड वी विल गो टू होम। अभी नाम दे दिया हमने /home, लेकिन ये /home हमने अभी कहीं भी डिफाइन किया नहीं है। तो वो हमारी main.dart फाइल है, उसके अंदर हमारा जो मटेरियल ऐप है उसके अंदर हमको रूट डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा। तो यहाँ पे हम बोलेंगे रूट्स, ठीक है, एंड दिस रूट्स will take a list. So the argument type list dynamic can be assigned to the parameter type map. Okay, so it will not be a list, it will be a map. ठीक है, तो एक मैप रखना पड़ेगा। तो मैप एम्प्टी मैप तो हो नहीं सकता, तो यहाँ पे एक क्या आएगा, स्ट्रिंग आएगा /home। और मैप इज नथिंग बट अ डिक्शनरी। ओके, मैप इज नथिंग बट अ डिक्शनरी। One is this and the second is the route here. So ये हमारा जो home screen है, this is what we want. When we say /home, we want to mean this particular screen. Okay, so in order to do that, once again let us go to the documentation and navigator material app routes. Okay, navigate with named routes. Okay, so this is how we need to define the route. Okay, so context and then a constant screen. So context and a constant screen में क्या आएगा यहाँ पे, home. Fine. So you can see कि automatically home है वो import हो गया। तो हमारा होम रूट जो है वो डिफाइन हो गया हमारे टॉप मोस्ट विजेट में। टॉप मोस्ट विजेट कौन सा है, मटेरियल ऐप। एक्चुअली माय ऐप है हमारा टॉप मोस्ट विजेट, लेकिन माय ऐप क्या कर रहा है, मटेरियल ऐप रिटर्न कर रहा है। तो मटेरियल ऐप इज अवर टॉप मोस्ट विजेट दैट इज डूइंग समथिंग। ओके, so in that we need to give a root, and here in the login and registration screen what we are saying, on pressed navigator dot push named context and /home. This /home means that we know context जो है, ये context हमको कहां से मिला, यहां से मिला, ये स्क्रीन से मिला context। उस context से हमको क्या करना है, होम स्क्रीन में जाना है। That's it. Control Alt L to once again format this. यहाँ पे आप बहुत सारे और भी रूट्स डाल सकते हो, जैसे कि कोई डैशबोर्ड है अगर, तो डैशबोर्ड करके यहाँ पे कॉन्टेक्स्ट करके डैशबोर्ड, ठीक है, तो एक और रूट डिफाइन हो गया। अभी डैशबोर्ड नाम का कोई विजेट बनाया नहीं है, होम नाम का विजेट तो हमने क्रिएट किया। डैशबोर्ड बनाया नहीं है, ठीक है, तो दिस नीड्स टू बी डिफाइंड फर्स्ट, okay, and then it needs to be imported here for this to work properly. Let us save this. So now if we push the login now button, हम चले जाएंगे होम स्क्रीन पे। तो दिखा आपको होम स्क्रीन, होम एंड चेंज थीम नाउ, ठीक है। अभी होम स्क्रीन में थोड़ा मॉडिफिकेशन करना पड़ेगा, एंड दैट इज मेन एक्सिस अलाइनमेंट, सेंटर, एंड क्रॉस एक्सिस अलाइनमेंट, डॉट सेंटर, ठीक है। सेव। Not sure what is the issue. Let us wrap this column in a center widget. Okay. Okay, now it is showing properly. So center is another widget that you can use to center things. अभी तो कुछ नहीं हो रहा है। Now if you press the back button, वापस लॉगिन में चले जाएंगे। लॉगिन नाउ बटन पे जाएंगे तो होम स्क्रीन पे चले जाएंगे, ठीक है। Till now it is clear or not? Please say something. Anyone?
Yes, sir.
बोलो, क्लियर है सब कुछ अब तक, या नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, ऊपर से जा रहा है? आर यू फॉलोइंग अलोंग, मतलब आप खुद साथ 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 में कोड कर रहे हो या नहीं कर रहे हो? कितने लोग कर रहे हैं साथ में? खाली यस टाइप करके चैट में डाल दो अगर साथ साथ में कोड कर रहे हो तो। Okay, never mind. Let me come back once again to our app. Now अभी इसमें जो लॉगिन लिखा हुआ है वो थोड़ा बड़ा होना चाहिए, राइट? तो लॉगिन स्क्रीन में हम जाएंगे, ये हमारा जो टेक्स्ट है इसमें क्या होना चाहिए? स्टाइल एक ऐड करना पड़ेगा हमको, ठीक है। स्टाइल के अंदर हम एक टेक्स्ट स्टाइल विजिट डालेंगे, उसके अंदर हम क्या बोल देंगे? फॉन्ट साइज 20, फॉन्ट वेट बोल्ड, ठीक है। नाउ इफ वी सेव, you can see that this login is bold and size has increased. The same thing you can do for other as well. ठीक है, साइज थोड़ी कम कर देंगे, 16 कर देंगे। So now this email and password हो गया। अब हम क्या करेंगे कि ये ईमेल और जो पासवर्ड है उसके लिए हम टेक्स्ट फॉर्म फील्ड के अंदर ही सब कुछ दे देंगे, ठीक है। सो लेट अस कमेंट आउट दिस पार्ट, और फॉर्म फील्ड जो है हमारा इसके अंदर हम सारे क्या बोलते हैं, आर्ग्यूमेंट्स देंगे, राइट। सो फर्स्ट आर्ग्यूमेंट दैट आई वांट टू is the style. तो फॉर्म फील्ड का जो स्टाइल है वो टेक्सटाइल रहेगा, लेकिन चलो रहने दो, स्टाइल छोड़ो, डेकोरेशन दे देते हैं. ओके, तो डेकोरेशन डेकोरेशन so what type of argument? Okay, so it's taking an input decoration, not a box decoration. So we put input decoration here. For input decoration, we need a border. And then we need a outline input border. Right. Outline input border. We need to give a radius. Let us give a radius of 4. Okay, border radius dot circular. I cannot give circular, right? Okay. So now I'm giving some decoration. I need to provide some hint, right? Some sort of hint or some sort of text to say what this actually is. They're not showing in. Okay, anyways. Okay, helper text. I want to this helper text I can simply copy here. Okay, so it's a type of string. So I can simply say email. This whole thing, this decoration, I can copy for this form field as well. And instead of email, I can say password. Okay, and one more obscure text, I can say true. So obscure text, what does it do? हाइड कर देगा, आप पासवर्ड एंटर करोगे वो दिखाएगा नहीं. ठीक है, सो डेकोरेशन हमने दिया तो एक आउटलाइन डेकोरेशन, डेकोरेशन के अंदर बॉर्डर प्रोवाइड किया, एक आउटलाइन बॉर्डर. ठीक है, उसको बॉर्डर को सर्कुलर बना दिया थोड़ा, और हेल्पर टेक्स्ट दे दिया हमने ईमेल. यहाँ पे हेल्पर टेक्स्ट पासवर्ड दे दिया, इसमें टेक्स्ट ऑब्सक्योर कर दिया ये टेक्स्ट फॉर्म फील्ड के लिए. ठीक है, we will save this. So we can see here that we have two form fields here, email and password. Okay, the render flex is overflowing here. So this form field we actually need to put it inside a row, or we need to put it inside a padding. So both form fields we need to put it inside padding. So padding देंगे ना तो और सभी साइड से थोड़ा थोड़ा padding ऐड हो जाएगा. ठीक है, और once again we need to put this inside a size box. Okay, with a particular height of, let us say, 20. Width we can give media query dot of context dot size dot width. Okay, so this will give us the screen size of the phone. अभी phone तो अलग अलग screen size के हो सकते हैं, ठीक है? So I cannot give a constant value here. So this media query dot of context dot size dot weight will give us the size of the screen of the phone in which our app is installed. Okay, तो पूरा width हमको नहीं लेना है. We can say multiplied by 0.80. 80% width लेना है screen का, ठीक है? Similarly, for this text form field also, I'll put this inside a size box and I'll give the same height and width. Same height and width. Now I'll save this and once again run. Okay, let me hot restart. Okay, it is showing us an error. Let us see what the error is. Okay, child has size. Okay, so I need to put our column inside a widget, and this widget will be called a single child scroll view. Okay, so this will make sure that the size of the column is not infinite. Okay, and we can actually scroll this column. Okay, so this column is the child of this particular widget, which is known as the single child scroll view. So let us run this. Let me restart. Okay, once again it is showing an error. So where exactly is the error? We can click here and find out. Okay, so this is the error here, and okay, I did not. So instead of size box, let me say this is a container. Okay, and let me, instead of single child scroll view, let me put that as expanded. Okay. Now let me try and run this. Still showing an error. Same thing. Okay. Same thing is showing an error. It should actually not show an error. I have done this before, so I'm not sure why is this happening. So if I remove the width, let us see what happens. There's a negative minimum height. Okay. So now we can see that we have a box border instead of a normal border, right? So the height of the container was the problem. This scroll view was not the problem. So instead of height 40, let us give the height of 60. So now you can see that this is looking a little bit better. Okay. Now let us go to the home button. Okay. So now we need to change the theme when we press this button. Okay. So we only have 5 more minutes. So let me do this very quickly. The project GitHub project file that I shared with you, you can go to the styles. This is opening in VS Code. Okay. So you can simply copy this for now. Control A, Control C, and I can create a styles file. Control paste. Okay. So what does this styles file doing? So styles file is has a method called theme data, okay, which is creating this theme data, and it is taking a boolean whether dark theme is turned on or not. Okay. So if dark theme is turned on, the primary color is black. The dark theme is turned off, the primary color is red. Okay, and so on, and many other theme options. The elevated button theme is also mentioned here. कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है. Now what we need to do कि हमारा जो होम है उसमें अगर ये बटन को हम अगर प्रेस करते हैं तो हमारा थीम चेंज होना चाहिए. ठीक है. So in order to do that we need to create 2 files. One is dark theme provider. So once again I'll create a file, new dot file, dark theme provider, and I'll paste the code here. It will show an error. I'll remove the error in 1 second. Let me create one more file, and this is dark theme reference. Okay, and let me open this. Copy this. Okay. So the error, let me solve the errors first of all. So हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा कि हमारा जो pubspec फाइल है इसके अंदर हमारा जो डिपेंडेंसी है इसके अंदर हमको पैकेजेस ऐड करना है. कौन से पैकेजेस हैं? एक है शेयर्ड प्रेफरेंसेस, so one is the provider package and one is the shared preferences package. Make sure that ये flutter package जो है उसके line में आए. ठीक है. So we'll paste this here, version of the package, and then we will do pub get. So this will download the package from the internet and save it for our project. तो प्रोवाइडर है वो क्या करता है कि हमारा जो पूरा विजेट ट्री है उसके अंदर हम डेटा ट्रांसफर कर सके. ठीक है. और शेयर्ड प्रेफरेंसेस है वो एक परमानेंट स्टोरेज बनाता है हमारे फोन के अंदर ताकि हम हमारी मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन बंद कर देना तो भी हमारा डेटा डिलीट ना हो जाए. ठीक है. तो परमानेंट स्टोरेज में डेटा स्टोर हो इसलिए शेयर्ड प्रेफरेंसेस पैकेज यूज होता है. प्रोवाइडर पैकेज जो है वो पूरे ऐप में हमारा डेटा अवेलेबल रहे उसके लिए होता है. ठीक है. तो प्रेफरेंसेस में हम क्या कर रहे हैं कि शेयर्ड प्रेफरेंसेस का एक इंस्टेंस बना रहे हैं. ठीक है. उसका बना रहे हैं और हम सेव कर रहे हैं बुलियन वैल्यू. क्या सेव कर रहे हैं? थीम स्टेटस. थीम स्टेटस ट्रू है या फॉल्स है तो परमानेंटली स्टोर कर रहे हैं हमारे मोबाइल में ताकि हमारा मोबाइल याद रखे. प्रोवाइडर के अंदर हम क्या कर रहे हैं एक सेटर और गेटर क्रिएट कर रहे हैं और बुलियन वैल्यू क्रिएट कर रहे हैं और कुछ नहीं. And this dark theme preference will also create an instance of this particular class, which is the dark theme preference. And this is a change notifier. तो set dark theme वाला जो मेथड है वो क्या करेगा कि बुलियन वैल्यू चेंज करेगा हमारी, and it will notify listeners. मतलब every class in our application which is using this provider will be notified of the changes we make to the dark theme preference, whether it is true or false. Now we need to make some changes to our main app. Okay, so this material app को हम एक widget में wrap करना पड़ेगा, and this is the consumer widget. And this consumer widget, we need the provider obviously, and we need a builder as well. Okay, and this builder will return this material app. We need to cut this and we need to paste it here. Instead of a comma, it should be semicolon. Okay, and it should have no child. Fine. So we have created this consumer, and this consumer will once again be a child of something called a multi-provider. Okay. Okay, it should be capital P. The providers is a list. So change. Okay, let me just copy this. हमारा जो मेन फाइल है इसके अंदर हमने एक हमारा जो प्रोवाइडर है ये डिफाइन करके रखा है. ये प्रोवाइडर के अंदर हम क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे कॉपी पेस्ट कर देंगे. ठीक है, सो इट इज अ चेंज नोटिफायर प्रोवाइडर और उसका वैल्यू है वो थीम चेंज प्रोवाइडर. तो ये थीम चेंज प्रोवाइडर है, ये हमको यहाँ पे डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, सो वी विल कॉपी दिस एंटायरली माय ऐप के अंदर. सो ये डार्क थीम प्रोवाइडर है, उसको इंपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा पहले. उसके इसको है हमको स्टेटफुल विजेट में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, this cannot be stateless widget, this should be a stateful widget. So now we have this in state we are overriding. Okay, get current app theme, and वो जो get method है वो हमारे preferences से जो हमारे फोन में स्टोर्ड है वो लेके आएगा. ठीक है, अभी हमको क्या करना है कि हमारा जो होम बटन है यहाँ पे बटन प्रेस करने पे क्या होना चाहिए, तो चेंज होना चाहिए. तो डैशबोर्ड वाला फाइल है वो ओपन कीजिए, and on press we need to do set state. okay, और थीम चेंज करना पड़ेगा. थीम चेंज जो है उसके लिए हमको पहले प्रोवाइडर इंपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा. So in our build method we can say theme change is the provider of the dark theme provider. I'm going to import this library. Okay, and here when we press the button our state needs to change. Let us once again verify whether there is any issue. Okay, there is none. So let us save this and restart this. Okay. Okay, so now we go to login, change theme now, right? I'm not sure why it is not happening. Okay, might be some issue here. The setting up set the theme change dot dark theme. Okay, here theme data we need to change, right? So we have not changed here theme data. So main.dart file. The theme should be from the styles file that we have created. So यहाँ पे styles file आएगा. Need to import this file. Create a boolean and I'm not sure why the issue is. Okay. This widget should not be here, right? Okay. Now let us save and restart. Okay. So now you can see here that this is our light theme. We can do login. Then when we say change theme now, still not happening. Out of current, that is fine. लाइट थीम तो है. Do this and then let me restart. Okay. Now let me restart. फिर भी नहीं हो रहा. This is fine. Not sure what the issue is. Working fine in the morning. Should be some issue with the main screen. So we have builder context value and child. Okay, consumer of dark theme provider. I need to mention that. So this is a consumer of dark theme provider. Data type mention करना पड़ेगा. Okay, now the theme is changing. So the only issue was that I did not mention the type of the consumer that this material app is. So it is a consumer of this particular provider, which is the dark theme provider that we have defined in this particular file. Okay, so this is our login screen, and if we go back and change theme, you can see that the theme is changing. Okay, I know that I rushed in the final part, but we did not have much time left. So if you have any questions related to that, please let me know. Right. I'll share this event feedback form with you. So please do fill the feedback. Right. I know that we were short on time, but I hope that you learned something useful. And please do fill the form so that I can know what you think of the session. Thank you so much. And if you do not understand the code for the provider and the shared preferences, so shared preferences, like I said, it is for permanent storage in your phone, and provider is used to create a class which has data that can you can use throughout the app. Throughout the app कैसे use करोगे? तो सिंपली हमारा जो डार्क थीम प्रेफरेंस जो था, सॉरी हमारा होम स्क्रीन था, उसमें हमने सिंपली क्या किया कि एक वेरिएबल डिफाइन किया विच इज अ प्रोवाइडर ऑफ डार्क थीम प्रोवाइडर. खाली इतना करते ही हम वो एक्सेस कर पाएंगे. ये प्रोवाइडर में जो डेटा स्टोर्ड है ना, पूरा एक्सेस कर पाएंगे. तो आप पूरे ऐप में कहीं भी हो, खाली ये एक लाइन लिखने से ये हमारे प्रोवाइडर का जो डेटा है वो एक्सेस कर सकते हो. और प्रोवाइडर की हेल्प से हमने डार्क थीम सेट किया तो पूरे नोटिफाई लिसनर्स, मतलब लिसनर्स कौन कौन है? एक लिसनर तो हमारा ये रहा, ये जो कंज्यूमर लिखा है ये हमारा लिसनर है. ठीक है, मटेरियल ऐप, मतलब स्टार्टिंग से मटेरियल ऐप इज एट द टॉप ऑफ द विजेट ट्री. उसके नीचे जितने भी विजेट्स हैं सबको नोटिफाई किया जाएगा कि थीम चेंज हो चुका है भाई. ठीक है, सो द थीम इज नॉट ओनली चेंजिंग फॉर द होम स्क्रीन, द थीम इज चेंजिंग फॉर द ऑल द अदर स्क्रीन. ठीक है, और ये स्टाइल्स है, ये डिफाइन करने में आप यू कैन प्ले विद दिस ऑन योर ओन व्हेन यू हैव टाइम. ओके, so thank you so much, and if you do have questions, please mention in the chat and please fill the feedback form. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.